Alright. A very good day. I bid to the respected teacher behind the screen. I'm Ainur Fatini along with my partner Aina Zainatul from class HB1. We'll be talking through our opinions on the effects of social media on several subject matter, which are mental health and studies. First of all, have you ever stopped whatever you're doing and think of why was social media created in the first place? Well, if you haven't, I got news for you. Social media was created for the very positive reasons such as creating profiles, whether professionals or not, expand knowledge and working networks throughout the whole world, and to safely meet more new people than in real world. However, just like how every cloud has a silver lining, every rainbow has its rain too. The world evolved, so did the people. I am a user of the popular social media platforms myself. As I continue to use these applications, I have realized how much my life has changed and how it's become more revolved around it, and as well as the disadvantages that it has brought into my life. All I could say for sure is that it is on you. You who use it shall know the outcomes of your actions. So, without further ado, I shall begin the discussion with the main points. So, the first aspect of my main point is mental health. So social media is heavily linked to mental health issues such as depression, insecurities, and suicidal thoughts. Here I'll be explaining my main point with several questions. So the first question is, if it's bad, then why do we still do it? So I will be quoting Dr. Jacqueline Sperling. He said, when the outcome is unpredictable, the behavior is more likely to repeat. He also said that think of a slot machine. If game players knew they were not gonna get money by playing the game, they never would play. But the idea of a potential future reward keep the machines in use. Same goes for social media sites. One does not know how many likes a picture will get, who will like the picture, and when the picture will receive likes. So the unknown outcomes and the possibility of a desired outcome can keep the user engaged with the sites. So my second question is that how badly does social media affect mental health? So in several recent studies prove that teenage and young adult users who spend the most time on Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms were shown to have substantially from 13 to 66% higher rate of reported depression than those who spend the least time. Such platforms as becoming a place for people to run away from their realities, showing the world only the highlights of their life and not the low. Believe it or not, it has unconsciously become a competition for us to feel a sense of belonging in our social circles with the hope of receiving positive feedbacks in order to boost our self-esteem, in which is always dismissed as something usual. People need to realize that not everything that has been done by almost everyone should be taken as normal behavior. A human being is a part of a whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion in his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of like a prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must to be free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole nature of its beauty, said the legend Albert Einstein himself. So my last question is that does this mean that social media are actually causing depression? So here's the important thing. These studies and discussions and the opinions that I'm stating right now shows a correlation, not a causation. It is worth a serious look from the point of view of a mature person on this issue to educate the younger and of course the elder too, because it is never too late to change toward the betterment of our life. Margaret Mead once said that never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that have ever done it. So, with that, I am going to say that people aren't usually motivated to change their social media use by simply hearing it's bad for them. It's better for individuals to see what their limits are. It's probably unrealistic for most social media users to quit completely. For myself, I won't be able to do that. However, we can monitor our behavior to see how we use and how it impacts our usage. So, and how it results in our usage. And of course, Dr. Sperling also said that the way parents are using social media is the model for their kids. I agree in this. And University of Texas also review of research that parents' use of mobile devices while interacting with their children found that mobile use contributed to distracted parenting and increase of bids for attention when the parents were distracted and conflict with other caregivers. Here we can see that it all started with the parents and it all started with people older than us. So if you are old enough, then make sure to teach someone younger than you the right way to use it. And if you're young enough, make sure to choose someone who use it in the right way and to take them as a role model, not the otherwise. So with that, I will pass the discussion to my partner in crime and justice to continue with the second topic. Aina, you may take the floor.
Thank you, Ain. Let's continue the discussion with the second point. Social media is a great tool for education, but also a great cause of distraction. The best thing about social media is it offers a wide accessibility on information. School teachers, tutors, lecturers make use of this platform to share knowledge and information in a more engaging way. For example, I personally like Khan Academy YouTube channel because the explanation along with animation helps me to understand better on the topic. I also have seen some teachers make use of the poll and quiz feature in Instagram to revise biology subject. The idea of implementing educational element in social media is an effective measure to accommodate students with different learning style. A study by Sharda University in 2013 shows that the common learning style among students is kinesthetic and visual. This result is correlated with the idea of social media such as Instagram and YouTube, which focus more on infographic, pictures, and short video. Hence, one can study anywhere and anytime. Despite having these unique advantages, social media is considered to be one of the negative influences to students due to its ability to cause addiction. Social media addiction is quite common among youth. Dr. Pat, a medical director from Addiction Center, explains that addiction occurs due to the ability of social media to provide immediate rewards in the form of attention that causes one to feel pleasure. It is unfair to blame the individual itself to feel addicted because social media is designed to be that way. A documentary named The Social Dilemma disclosed on how big social media company manipulate users by using algorithm that causes addiction to the platforms. It shows how this platform harvests personal data to target users with ads and engaging contents. These addictions becomes a challenge in education because it will cause distraction. Students find it difficult to focus in class or during study because they keep checking out the social media. The attempt to multitask reduce productivity. Many studies have been conducted to find a correlation between academic performance and social media usage. For instance, results of the study of Swedish students indicated that the extensive use of social media and Facebook by students will lead to poor academic performance. Most of the studies conclude that social media addiction hampers the academic performance of students as they wasting their time scrolling over social media instead of studying. To conclude, mental health and study can be greatly affected by social media. Excess use of anything can be harmful, and the same thing applies to social media. Therefore, to live a life with the right balance, there are two things that we can suggest. First, monitor our social media usage and take action if we are exceeding the limit. Second, be mindful of what we are posting, sharing, and commenting. Together, let's build a positive online community.